I'm George Batzer.
And I'm Torian Hunt.
And this is Parks.
This is Parks.
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 Parks. Parks. Parks. Parks.
When it comes to Parks, yeah, it's about your resilience, your discipline, being a team player, yeah, looking after each other, not when things are just going good, looking after each other when things are going bad. And all in all, okay, what I always say, the standard is the standard. Year one, oh man, year one, remember year one? Started at Albany, a few kids, us thinking how we can get a few players together to make one team. 2015, we started over there with 3 kids, 3. We started doing our summer sessions over here, we had matches over there, 5-a-side, moved to 7-a-side, and then the rest is history.
I remember us entering that league,
yeah,
and after probably about 3 or 4 games, teams just couldn't work out how organised we were.
Yeah, but even remember before we joined the league, when we had those friendlies, and then people were telling us, oh, you're good enough to go into a league, and we were like, nah, we're going to train them for another 6-7 months before we even enter a league. No, we're not ready. We've got to drill these kids how we want them to play, the discipline, the freedom, all that stuff, how we want them to play, and then once you joined the league, the rest was history, innit?
Yeah, they worked their way up.
Yeah.
To be honest, that year that they trained, I think that's probably the best thing that we've done.
Yeah.
So by the end of that year, we had the 2 age groups that were ready to go.
Yep.
Under 7s and under 8s at the time.
Yep.
Both teams went into the league and they just did what they had to do, and they made it.
Just took it by storm.
Yeah, they made it so clear and obvious.
Yeah, listen, I've got to give it to the kids, man. Like we drilled them well, but they were listening, they were having fun. Like they liked being drilled in terms of like the discipline of the sessions we put together, and then it just came. Match day was just easy. Like match day just felt like, just let them go and play match day because all the work was done during the week. So just go and let them play. And the football they were playing, man, even at those ages there, like I was just thinking, geez, like you actually don't see the work that comes out of it until you get to that match day. What, remember Leo?
Yeah, Leo.
Yeah, Leo, yeah. We was training for about 3 weeks. And Leo's parents just drove past and just said, oh, we've been watching you guys for the last 3 weeks training. We wanted to see what you guys were about. And then he was in.
Remember they came into the park?
Yeah. Same park, he lived around the corner. This is 2 of our oldest players. We've got Leo, we've got Tave. Yeah, these 2, they've been here for 10 years. 10 years from the age of 6. Leo, you're about to turn 16, Tave's about to turn 16. And that's how long it's been, from us starting from when they were young, seeing them build up their character, bass in their voice now. It's been a long journey. But for me, it's been very, very overwhelming for me, and it's been a proud moment to see how these boys have grown up since 6 years old. What's Parks done for you?
Probably like my resilience when something goes wrong. Like my mindset's like, turn that mistake into something good. Like, I remember you used to say this thing, are you hurt or you injured? And that taught me like a lot of resilience. Like stop, like when you're on the pitch, don't be selfish, because I remember in training, if you're just being a one-man person on a team, it's everyone VU, like who literally in training who make.
Happened to me before. You made me go by myself. My whole team came off and I had to go by myself, dribble through everyone, but I couldn't do it. You need the team to pass to get the ball back. It just doesn't work. The thing is, it built me up as like a character, like made my mentality more.
Because you're the character now, innit? You're the character now, yeah.
Like my mentality, even going to an academy to get released, you guys just built me up again.
The vision was always quality over quantity.
100%.
That was the biggest thing, quality over quantity. We weren't looking for the perfect player or the best player around and whatnot. We're just looking for the player that wanted to work, that, you know, was disciplined, team player, you know, the right attitude, and then we just wanted to give them the right foundations. Good thing for us, we've kept it up all this time.
100%.
We've kept it up all this time.
And we're going to try and build the strongest age group we can.
Yeah.
Every single year. I think all the players and the parents that have always come in over the years, once they've got in the building, they always understood that it was just us or nothing.
That's worked, man. We're 10 years in it, so it's been all right, man. It's been all right.
Do you remember the first game we had?
First game. Oh, yeah. It was at Albany Park. I remember that. We didn't even have proper goals back then. What I thought was goals. I just bought some portable goals. I didn't really know about what the goals are supposed to look like and stuff like that, to the point where I kind of got reported for the goals after the match. Like, yeah, we dominated the match and we done really well, and the kids just put on a show. Like, even the parents, both parents are clapping them off, and they put on a show. But it was crazy because I got in trouble for the goals. I was just excited to get goals, get them going, their first league match in their new kit, and then that was it. But they put on a show. Yeah, they definitely put on a show. It was great football, man. But yeah, first match was good, man. Like, it was exciting to see. I was nervous, personally. I was nervous, but the players put on the show, man. They just calmed my nerves down, and they were a joy to watch. So I'll never forget that first game, man. It's crazy.
Definitely.
Yeah, it was.
And then we had to go to Costco and buy the actual.
Oh, yeah.
Do you man remember that one game in Tottenham?
I remember that. I remember.
Yeah,
What, the muddy game?
Yeah, we had 3 players. Oh, that game was a myth.
Hey, listen, if that was today, that game would have got called off. I think, we had like 3 players.
Yeah, versus the 7. They had.
Oh my days, that was crazy. And we still won the game.
Yeah, we won the game.
Still won the game.
You have to put in a master performance then.
But that game there, oh my days, Leo, I think there's a picture of you where you're just muddied from head to toe. Oh my days. Yeah, so the game they're talking about, basically we turned up to this pitch, and this pitch was horrendous. Like, people moan about pitches now. This pitch was horrendous, muddy, and it was raining, and then we were just debating, do we call it off? So we went there, played the match, and it was just a mud fest. That's what we call it from even though that's why they still remember it now, because that game there was just, that is what it was. It was a mud fest. Kicking, tackling, slide tackling, goals. We were up, we were down, and then we kind of just took control of the match, and then the rest of it was just is what it is. I don't know how these guys went in their parents' cars, because no one would come in my car looking as muddy as they did. But listen, that's the game that they had, and that's what Parks represents, and we just keep going. So yeah, that's how we just set up at Albany. It wasn't even really anything strategic. It was just, that's the park we found. Everyone could get to that park easily.
Yeah, it kind of fell on our lap.
Yeah, and it just fell on our lap. And whatnot. Even funny enough, going to the word Parks, a lot of people ask me, "Oh, is your name George Parks?" I'm like, "No, I'm not George Parks." Like, we just started in a park. We was thinking, what name should we call it? Parks. Leo, how long you been at the club?
Logo.
Tavay, how long you been at the club?
Logo.
And they're saying logo because if you look at our logo, it's got both of them on it. We went to a tournament. One of the parents took a picture, had us huddled up, and then that was a representation of what Parks was going to be. A brotherhood, team, and we before me. Once we established ourselves, going into year 3, remember, we started getting a lot of calls from parents, but then we started getting kids with like different abilities, different starting points, and whatnot. We didn't want to mix them all together, so that's when we started our development sessions and whatnot. So we had our team sessions and we had our development sessions, which we could also give the same energy to.
I remember them on Wednesday.
And we had on Wednesday, remember that?
I remember them.
On Wednesday we had to switch it indoors and everything. So we started that, and then that just grew. That just grew from there.
This is our training program. Started in about year 3 of Parks. Started over at Albany Park with about 14 kids. We sort of transitioned from there. We moved to a new venue, which is here, Heron Hall. Been here for about 7 or 8 years so far. And what we look at consistent training. Once they get to sort of the advanced classes, some of them might be then selected for our teams. The process is quite simple. Just be consistent. Just be consistent, try and get to that top level, and then the rest will work itself out.
So you move from Parks Soccer School and then straight to Parks Academy, so it's connected, all Parks.
Yeah,
so
they're filtering through at a higher rate at the moment.
Yeah.
So
Most of our players are from Park Soccer School.
Yeah, good percentage.
Yeah, most of the academy players are from Park Soccer School. So for me, that's how it works, and that's how it should be working. That's why I wanted you to take control of that, because I knew I trusted your judgment and trusted you knowing what we needed for our teams, and also trusting the other way on what development those kids needed when they came into the club. So it worked hand in hand, man.
Kind of got to the point where I was helping you in that development session as well, but it was like, all right, I want to focus on the teams, but there's this opportunity here that you could potentially take up if you want to do it, and then start with the development kids. And obviously at that time you kind of knew that I was serious about it and I could probably do it.
Yeah.
But I needed that push as well.
Yeah, I remember that conversation we had. I remember just coming to you and just saying, listen, I kind of need you to, I think you can step up and take the development sessions and see how far it's gone.
I wasn't ready.
Yeah. At first you weren't ready. But I knew deep down, once you put your mind to it, like you can definitely 100% do them sessions. And look at it now.
Yeah, at Parks, I think our main thing is that we set structure and discipline for the kids around the area. So once they come in through these gates, they know what they're getting. So we'll have our coaches being consistent. It starts from us, always here on time. As you know, if you was to ask anybody, they know that we're always here before the kids. We've set up, we're ready to go. And that's how each hour is structured at the soccer school. So we start at 10 o'clock in the morning, finish around 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and we've got various different classes coming in and different abilities. The main thing about our coaches is that they're actually here for the kids. Even if they weren't being paid, they'd be here. The coaches have got the love for the kids. Like they really want to teach the kids, and I think that passion is shown at every single session, and I think that's what keeps people coming back.
But even that with coaches, we're quite high on that as well.
Yeah.
And whatnot. If you ain't got the passion and the love to develop the kids, no matter what level of football they're at, we can't have you in the building. That's just what it is. So it's not just academy sessions. It's if you're at soccer school, you don't have that love for the kids, then we don't bring coaches in.
With our coaches, the main thing that they're very consistent. They're here because they want to be here to help these kids. They got a high level of motivation. They're here for the kids, that's the main thing. And every week the parents come here, they're generally all here watching their kids rather than sitting in the car. So everyone is just on the same page here, and everyone loves it.
And I think parents have seen that in terms of the soccer school, and this is why it's grown.
That's it.
You know, because word of mouth gets around, hey, my kid goes to this soccer school, they're developing, they're having fun, and that's what it is.
It never felt like a job to me.
Yeah.
I always felt like I was just out there to make it right. I always wanted to make it right before I finished.
Yeah, we all do that as first-time coaches, man. We want the sessions to be perfect.
Yeah.
We don't want nothing to go wrong, but listen, there's no perfect sessions, and then you just got to adapt to what happens in the moment. So for me, I think that you adapted, you got used to the sessions just kept building and building, and we're here now. We end up moving to a facility like this, where we're basically packed out for the week and whatnot. People are getting to the point and asking for double sessions, like double development sessions. And for me, we just advanced it from development to now soccer school, and whatnot. And that's how Park Soccer School was born.
Hi, my name's Mario Noto. I'm the under-12s coach. I've been involved at Parks for the past 3.5 years. It all started where my son was looking for a team, and we heard of Parks because it was local. As an under 7-8, he joined the team, and we really liked the principles of what Coach George was trying to do and instill in them. My background's always been in football since the age of 7-8 when I started playing grassroots locally, and then fortunate enough signed for Tottenham Hotspur and was there for a long period of time. YTS unfortunately didn't kind of work out. So no real sob story, just a little bit unlucky, didn't have luck on my side. Left there at 18 and then signed for Reading in the Championship. Played there for a few years, started working in the coaching field, so doing academy football. So I've been involved in football for a long time. I like to play it a certain way, and I think the basics, and it's probably my experience of technique and making sure the players are efficient and proficient and they can handle the ball well, but then they have a game understanding. I expect players to have a good game IQ, and I've been really fortunate to work with a group of players now that are intelligent and they're capable, and I can really push them and get them playing the football that I want to play, and I like to see them play. And we've really come on leaps and bounds. It's been tough, but that development is a journey. And my big saying is, I'm not bothered about the outcome yet. It's about the process, and that's the biggest thing for me. Putting in the foundations and the stepping stones or the building blocks for them to be good players. Whether they leave Parks, they go on to academy football, they continue through grassroots, or they go into adulthood, they should have a good football understanding, and that is really key for me. I've got a son here, as I mentioned, who has been here like for 4 years. I really like the way the club has helped him develop in terms of the structure and the setup. Also, people say about the kind of how is it having a son in the team, and I just treat him like he's a player. And I think here at Parks, the setup where it's clear where the parents stand and they know their boundaries, but they're part of that development process. And I'm fortunate to have a good group of parents that understand what I want to try and do with them. I want them to learn the game and enjoy it as much as possible. So I do, although it's intense and we demand a lot from the players, I do try and make it fun, and they all walk away from the sessions with a smile on their face. Hopefully I can support them navigate those ups and downs, and help instill those key characteristics that we want to see in terms of that desire, that resilience, that winning mentality that we talk about at Parks, which I'm really a big believer of, is trying to prepare them not only for the football pitch but beyond.
Listen, with COVID,
Dude,
what year was that?
What were we allowed to say? Should we say that we didn't coach?
that was tough. COVID was tough. Like, you see, at the beginning, it was all right in terms of, not all right, but obviously, it was quite serious on what was going on in the whole wide world. But football-wise, like at first, I think people were practicing at home or whatever doing, and then I don't know what month it hit you, but I say about maybe after a few weeks, like it hit me like, oh man, like I miss coaching.
There's no schedule.
No schedule. Everyone's trapped at home. You can't do this. You can't do that. To the point where I think it was a few months after when they said a few people allowed to distance them, but you got to be a certain distance away. We end up doing sessions where we end up doing group sessions where
non-contact group
we got one player here. I got to stretch my neck, and there's another player over there. There's another player way over there. I'm giving them the same information, but I got to turn my neck so many times and make sure they're at the right distance and stuff like that.
Non-contact group sessions. Yeah, with the masks on.
Yeah, with the mask on as well. You had to have the mask on. As much as we kind of reminisce now, it was tough. It was tough. It was tough for the kids.
It gave us a bigger appreciation when we came back.
The sports was big after COVID. Once COVID hit, and everyone was back in, sports was massive. Like, we even end up getting more kids signing up to our program. Just the kind of the parents, I don't know if because they were stuck at home for so long, they realised the importance of exercise and all that kind of stuff. So
I think that's what it was.
Yeah, so community-wise, it was really big for us in terms of the community coming to us, signing up, just getting their kids exercise and stuff like that, and the love for the sport as well.
I think after the COVID era and stuff like that, we kind of formatted everything, looked at it, and we said to ourselves, what's missing in this area, especially with Enfield being one of those boroughs that sort of
knife crime.
Yeah, a lot of crime. It's got a lot of potential, though. We said to ourselves, we've got to do something to give back to the kids that are in the area. So what we had in our minds was to try and create something that we could provide some extracurricular activities for these kids to do, rather than just roaming the roads on a weekend or wherever it be. So we said to ourselves, we're going to try and do like a community program. Just
having that community feel, programs we can run for the community, no matter what background you're from, and this and that, or you like sports or you don't like sports. There's just different things for you to do. Even the whole, like I said, even going back to the whole COVID thing, after that, I think we had a different mindset in terms of just having a community side of the club. And that's what started Parks Community. Yeah, so what, year 2, year 3, we're established. We started getting a couple players signed. Those age groups, clubs started sniffing around, and that's when we started learning about the academy game and how it was. So that was kind of our recognition for the work that we've been doing with the kids. And then what hit year 5?
Year 5.
Year 5 is when it really established. Year 5, we started getting a few more players getting signed. They're getting recognised for the good work they're doing at grassroots. We're getting recognised from the academies about our coaching and stuff like that. So, no, year 5 was good. That's when we started getting established.
It started to kick in.
Yeah, I think even around then, that's when we started getting more like parents involved. Like how it's important to, we can build a foundation on the pitch.
Yeah.
But also educating the parents as well.
I think it started at the parent meetings at the start of every season.
Yes.
When they used to come in, listen to what we had to say, and respectfully, they would let us do our job.
Yeah.
We'd established what we wanted from the kids, what we wanted from the parents, and then we started talking about our triangle of trust. So from the coaches to the parents to the kids, if we all work together, anything's possible.
Hi, my name's Miriam.
My name's Lakai.
Hello, my name's CJ.
Hi, I'm Denise. I'm CJ's mum.
I'm Anika, Million's mum.
Hi, I go by Manisha Rochelle Pickard Williams. I am Lakai's mum.
I started at Parks when I was around 5-6 years old.
And I joined Parks when I was about 6 or 7 years old.
Kai was at Parks from under 6.
Play for Leighton Orient. I've been there since under 9s.
And I joined Leighton Orient when I was under 11s.
The experience with Park is really good. I commend George for how he get onto CJ, developing him. Under 7 he joined Parks, then went on to Arsenal pre-season under 7. Then he got signed to Arsenal under 9s up until under 11. He got released. During that break, he came back to Parks. George really was on him. George was very helpful and motivating. George kept him going confidence-wise, everything, and I really appreciate George for doing that, helping him out, giving him back his confidence. Last year, October, he got signed to Leighton Orient, and George was a big part of that journey with Leighton Orient. So Parks has been a massive part of CJ's development during the football. Well,
as Million mentioned, he started with Parks age 5-6 in the soccer school. He was timid, he wasn't particularly confident, but he had really good feet. With the support of the coaches and the Parks family, you just developed and you grew from then, didn't you? And your confidence, learnt to defend better and just became braver. So we're grateful for Parks for that.
I want to thank my mum as well for everything she's done and all the hard work she put into this. And I hope to make her proud one day.
Something I want to say about my mum is like she's very dedicated to like my football. She supports me all the way. Like sometimes I wouldn't tell her straight to her face, but words can't express what like she does to me to help me like carry on my football journey. She takes me places, even when she's not feeling the greatest. She'll help me with my diet. She'll help me work with stuff, especially my education and my football stuff. So I want to thank my mum very much for helping me with stuff like that.
Obviously, my mum taking me football almost every single day. Till this day, I just want to thank her and just say that I love her so much. Just for taking me everywhere, giving me my food. And obviously dealing with work and stuff, leaving work early just to take me football. So I just want to say thank you for that. And I love you.
I'm like very grateful that I'm able to have my Parks teammates with me, Millie and Lakai, because like when I was on trial for Leighton Orient, they welcomed me in like it was Parks one more time. Just a different club, like they welcome me in. It's a great experience to play with them because like we're able to like gain more chemistry. Off the pitch we talk, we have like our moments, we have banter, everything, but I'm really thankful for being able to play with them. Thanking Parks, Leighton Orient and George.
Well, like Coach Daryl, you know.
Hey, loosen up, man.
Daryl, don't be shy, man. Don't be shy, Daryl. Don't be shy. Shy, Daryl. Hey, you remember, we get into what, year 5, year 6?
Yeah.
And whatnot. And then you tell me about, I got a coach. I got a coach Daryl. You got to tell that story. You got to tell that story,
man. I think you might have been, 18 at the time? 19?
Young buck.
Yeah, I was about 19.
19?
Yeah,
Oh.
The information I got was he's training his son and he's a former academy player. So I said, all right, I want to come out on one of your sessions. So I think I came the following week that he invited me. Mm-hmm. So I came down, I don't know if you know, but I was watching the session from afar. So I was letting you do your thing, and I was watching you from afar. So.
I remember. Yeah.
So I've watched the session. I thought it was pretty good, to be fair. Mm-hmm. I got an update of how you was as a person. That's what I was more looking at.
Yeah.
So when your session had finished, I'd come over, and that's when I started speaking to you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that conversation.
Yeah, I do. I think he was basically saying how you can obviously help me on my coaching journey, and not be like at a team or a club where it doesn't value me or value what I do, and just help guide me on my pathway.
My thoughts on it were this: he looks like he's got the right mindset.
Yeah.
Let me try and put things in place for him that he can follow if he's really on it. So it was a test. I'll be honest with you, it was a test.
Yeah.
But after 3 months in, I knew that test was no longer. I knew that you was actually on it. Because the hardest thing to do for someone your age is to wake up and get out of your bed on a Saturday morning.
Yeah. That's where it started. So
that's where it started. But what I saw was that you were turning up at 9:30 on the dot at that time. You're a bit late now.
At the time.
I remember saying something to you. I remember saying this. And I don't know if you remember this. I said, if you come soccer school with me, I'll teach you everything you know that you need to know, but also I'll look after you.
Yeah. You did say that.
Yeah. And I said, you'll be able to build your own coaching journey off that.
I mean, even me on my perspective, meeting Daryl, very, very shy. Very shy. didn't have much to say, but that's fine. But even developing kids, you can see that he had the passion for it. You can see in the way he's coaching the kids and the information that he's given. You can tell that he was a player as well, that used to play, and saw himself a lot in these young kids that were coming up and trying to give them what he got given growing up as well, and the positive side. And for me, I've seen him grow the last couple of years. Last few years actually, and he's done. His confidence is up. If you see him now, he doesn't even keep quiet. If you see Daryl on the pitch now, he doesn't keep quiet and whatnot, which is good. That's what we love. We love that passion. So for me, that's been the progression for us. Not only developing kids, but also helping young coaches coming into the game as well and developing them, because they're the next generation at the end of the day. Likes of me. We can't coach forever and whatnot. It's going to be the next generation that comes up. So if we can develop them as much as the kids, then yeah.
I remember I think it was my first or my second session, I just see one kid just get knocked over. and you know, was just like, hey, get up. I'm like, what's going on here? What's going on here? Like the intensity of the training was high, making sure the kids just get on with it. It wasn't no like babysitting thing, or it was just like a proper run. Environment for kids to develop. Just that little thing alone, that little incident where I just saw the kid like up. The kid was on the floor. I was just up. Within 2 seconds, the kid was up.
And you know, it is, even sorry to cut you, a lot of people, they don't realise that. Like something like that, for example, like if a kid hits the floor, for a lot of people they'll see that as just like a football foul. But we want our kids, if they can, to get up themselves. Why? Because there's also development for them in terms of if you can get up yourself, it's a life skill. Even academies itself, our end in terms of getting a kid to an academy, it's not really a thing where you can just get a kid to an academy. Like you got to give them the right foundation. You got to give them, teach them about the resilience, pushing through tough times, on top of their talent, because a lot of kids are talented, a lot of kids. But for me, the academy level, I think that's the main thing, the mental side of the game, being tough when things are going wrong, and because it's a ruthless environment. People don't know about the academy environment. It's ruthless, and it's not really a bad thing to be ruthless because it's an elite level. That is what it is. They don't perceive it as something that's not grassroots, as an academy, so it's elite of the elite. The pressure's there. So for me, making it to the next level for a kid, you've got to be able to deal with the pressure. 100%. You've got to be able to be resilient. You've got to be able to deal with the good times and bad times. You've got to be able to just have that strong character, that strong mental toughness.
I think that's what you generally speak about. We generally speak about building a player from the head down rather than the feet up.
Yes.
And what we mean by that is a player, if they've got the mentality, right, if they've got the mindset, then we can teach them the rest. And going on to the next environment, obviously starting at grassroots, going into an academy, you have to have that resilience to bounce back from things that you might not want to hear, or you might be on a downer. How are you going to get out of that? And it's all those tests that the sort of academy environment will set for them to see if they can pass it. They don't realise it's going on.
They don't realise it's going on, but that's why we set the foundation here at the club in terms of you have to fight for your position. You have to come and train hard. You have to be resilient. You're going to go through ups, you're going to go through downs. We pick a squad every week.
That's it.
It's just competition. So for the ones that do mix up that foundation, plus their talent they've already been blessed with, and they're lucky enough to go to an academy, they go to an academy and the word elite doesn't scare them. And pressure doesn't scare them. They just know that competition, I've come from competition, so I'm ready for competition. And that's how we kind of build the players when that grassroots go into academy. I mean, we got players at academies right now. We've got Ashire, Spurs, we've got Camille, Arsenal, we've got John, QPR, we've got Zion, Tottenham,
Kyron, Arsenal,
Quinn, Leighton Orient, we've got Daryl at Fulham. Who else we got? Kyron, Arsenal.
Said him already.
Oh, you said Kyron already.
Can't go with the same names.
Obviously, you've got the younger ones. We've got Johan Luton, Parker Luton. We've got Reggie at Cambridge. We've got Maddox at Stevenage.
Yeah, we've got Mason at Arsenal as well.
That just got signed recently. We've had a few. Let's just say that we've had a few. And if anyone's name we forgot, please we.
But the main thing is, with all those players that we've named, everything they got was earned and it was never given to them. They picked it up, they took it on the baton, and they ran with it. And 100%. All the information that they got while they was training here, they just kicked on. They took in the info and just kicked on. And
what's key as well that we try and let parents know as well is that every kid is different. Every kid is different. No, just because kids are going in at under 9s don't mean they can't go in at under 11s. Just because they go in at under 11s don't mean they can't go in at under 13s. Just because they don't go in at under 13s don't mean they can't go in under 15s. I mean, we had a example, Ruben. Ruben, no academy experience whatsoever. Hit under 15s and he's gone to his academy. He's doing really well. He's enjoying his football with no academy experience whatsoever.
Yeah, and like you said, he's doing really well. Moved on to Ipswich. And we're hoping for positive news going forward.
There you go. So for us, every kid's different and we just set the right foundation so they're ready to make the next step to the next level. And you know what is the good thing about those boys that go to academy? They don't forget where they come from as well. A lot of them, they don't forget where they come from. So a lot of times, listen, if they don't have an academies or anything going on, they kind of just come and visit us and see how we're doing. And we love that about that. Going to academy, but they also know where my roots are. And guess what? I may not come back and train, but I'm going to come back and see the coaches. I'm going to come back and see the players I used to play with. And for me, when academy players come back, it gives the other players a buzz.
Oh, definitely.
They have a buzz when the other players come back and the training session is up another level. It's those sort of stories that let me know that what we're doing is the right thing, because people are not just rushing off and happy to just stay away. They want to come back. They also want to give back as well. And because we always tell our players at grassroots, speak to some of the boys that have gone to the next level, because a lot of you want to go to the next level, so speak to them. Have a conversation with them, ask them what is it like, what do they expect of you, what's the levels like.
My name is JJ and I play for Watford under 15s and I started at Parks under 11s. I came to Fark at under 11s and big thing was my communication. I was quiet and George instilled that in me throughout my time at Parks. Even today when I came in, it was like, he shouted at me, don't be shy, because that was a big thing when I was playing at Parks. During the games, if our team is pressing or our team is out of possession, or encourage me to shout at my teammates, tell us what to do, tell me to tell them what to do, the tactics, to be a leader, a captain. When I came in, I was a right wing, and when I came here, George would just teach me about the IQ side of football, when I'm going to run or when I'm going to pass. He just changed the whole way I thought about the game. I was scoring a lot in the under-12 season. He converted me into a cam because my IQ was getting a lot better and he saw me as that type of player. When I was playing cam, every game my goal was just to score and driving with the ball, driving forward, so creating for the attack. That was my main thing. I think that's what caught the eye of the scouts and stuff when I went on trial. The advice I'll give to all the Parks boys out there that were in my position at under 11s, I'll say just be confident, listen to what Coach George is saying, because he knows what he's talking about. So there's always improvements. Keep working, be confident, express yourself, That's what I say. This is my dad, the man who's pushed me to work hard outside the parks, took me to all the morning sessions and drove me to parks games, parks trainings, and yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, hi there. My name's Kwame. Yeah, I'm JJ's dad, as he's introduced me. My favourite moment at parks. My favourite one was JJ had just been scouted. Parks were in a cup game. In the semi-final, it might have been. That was going to be JJ's last game before going. He was going on trial the next day, actually. Yeah, the Monday. It was a Sunday. I remember his final hurrah, if you want to call it. It's a tough game. And I remember JJ just playing out of his skin in that game. And the team went ahead 1-0. It was coming to literally the last, I'll say, 30 seconds of the game. JJ had to come to receive the ball from his teammate. And he just whipped it in with his right foot. Nice little finesse shot into the net and literally won the game. And I thought that was such a beautiful moment, especially as that was potentially his last time being at Parks. And I was like, oh, what a moment, what a memory to know that your final game was you scoring the winning goal and leading your team into the final, the cup game. So yeah, that was my favourite moment. Never forget that.
Hi, I'm Camille Joshua Hall Daniels and I am signed to Arsenal under 14s and I play right back. I joined Parks at under 7s and then I got signed at under 11s. So the difference when I signed at Parks and Arsenal is when I was at Parks, it was still like very harsh, like having high standards and discipline. But once I signed to Arsenal, I realised that those standards like raised up another level, so then I had to adapt again. Parks like demands high work rate as well, so I always had to be like a hard worker, so pushing myself to do things. I would say my strengths at Parks were probably like my discipline, like my work rate. I think I've carried that to Arsenal as well, with my mentality as well. Like I don't think I really give up as much as like others. I think like I keep pushing myself to want to become better as well. Coach George has told me that like to always like have champion mentality. So let's say I lose the ball or stuff isn't going well in like a game or over a long period, to just keep going and working hard. And also he's taught me that like to be like hungry, like always demanding to get better. So I'm still connected to Parks as I speak to a lot of the boys who are currently playing and some who have left and gone on their different journeys. But also, yeah, some of them go to my school as well. I still come down for pre-season training when I can to just like keep my standards and hard work up and my discipline. I like to be fit and like healthy. What I would tell my younger self at Parks is to have champion mentality, something that George's quote keeps echoing in my head. He said to like be resilient, never give up and always work hard. This will help you maintain your discipline and your motivation to work hard and get better.
Year 10. Year 10, man. A reflection of all those years.
Hey, time just flown by, man.
Yeah, it's flown.
And you brought in Tyra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you brought in Tyra, and Tyra came up to us saying she wants to run the girls program, she wants to start a girls program. And we said to her, it's tough. If you want to run the program, it's tough. But guess what? Down to her resilience, speaking with you, organising stuff, giving her the positive words, she started a girls program.
My name's Coach Tyra, I'm a coach here at Parks. I started off in 2022, so I've been here about 3 years now. I started off at our development centre, Park Soccer School, and now I work with the academy side of it. I started working with the under 7s, so I worked with them for about 2 years now. I was working in schools, after school club. I was working mainly with the girls, so I was doing girls football, and then that's something that developed my passion for it, I'd say. I used to play when I was younger, and them times there was hardly any girls in football. I'd turn up and be the only girl there, you know. So to get more girls into football was a really big thing for me. And as the years went on, while I was at Parks, we got more and more girls coming down to our sessions. We finally managed to get 2 new girls teams in this year. We've got an under-10s team and an under-12s team, and I think it's just brilliant to see the amount of girls that we're getting in now. You know, I think a big turning point for girls football was the Lionesses winning the Euros, and ever since then I think it's just been growing and growing. Working with the girls, I just want to make sure that they achieve the best that they can be, to be honest with you. That's not just in football, that's just in all walks of their life. So creating them, developing them as humans, developing them as people, making sure they're respectful, and then the football side comes into it, just making sure that they're trying their best in each session that they come to, whether it's a match or a training session, they're trying their best, putting their all into it. Whether they end up being professional footballers or not, just as long as I can say that I've put my best into them and they've put their best in when they've come to my sessions, I'd be happy.
We always wanted to do it.
Yeah. I even told Tyra, start with 1. She's like, no, I think I can do 2. I said, Tyra, are you sure? Tyra's like, yeah, I can do 2. Yeah. Under 10s, under 12s. I was like, listen, Tyra, if you can do that, that's a great start. And she's done it.
Yeah.
She's put all the work in and she's done it. But I think also Tyra's come into an environment where it is serious.
Yeah.
If you want to do something, we have no problem with you coming in here, expressing ideas and whatnot, but we just need someone that's going to do the work and whatnot. If you're going to do the work, then we can help you.
Exactly.
And that's what it is. And now we've got the girls running, and hopefully they have a really successful season. We've got some top players there.
Top players in there.
Couples already signed to a couple academies.
Yeah, we've got
whatnot.
We've got Lottie gone to Leicester. We've got Lala going to Arsenal.
Lala's gone to Arsenal, yeah.
We've got, we've got Zaya at West Ham.
Yeah.
We've got Medina that's just gone in at Spurs.
Spurs, yes. Medina, yes.
We've got
a few.
You've got a few.
It's a decent start.
Yeah, it's a decent start, honestly.
It's a decent start, that's for sure. Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Aaliyah at Arsenal. Yeah.
So you got Aaliyah.
Zoli at Spurs.
Ella
at West Ham. Yeah.
These girls were top level. Top level. So they kind of set the precedent for the girls' sort of team in our minds. What we would say with any of our teams is the main thing is that we want them to be competitive. Whether they win, lose or draw, be competitive in every game. With the girls teams that we got going this season, they'll be going into a boys league, competing against the boys, so let's see what they can do. I think even speaking about the memories across the years, and it's funny because it came up literally this year when we had our 10th year awards night. And some of the previous players from across the years end up coming to this one. Some of them because obviously there was 1 or 2 scholarships offered out. So what we do when there's a scholar offered, we kind of get them their own shirt framed. We give it to them as sort of a gift of appreciation on both sides. But those parents, they would have been the ones that would have been here roughly around the start. And I just had 1 or 2 conversations with them and they couldn't believe it. And I was like, what can't you believe? And they started speaking about the first ever presentation that was down at Tottenham Power League, where it was 2 age groups. There was probably about, I don't know, 30 people in the room.
So about 30 people, yeah. We rent a little hall.
We had 2 5-a-side squads plus their parents.
That was it.
Got pizzas in.
A few balloons up.
Yeah, a few balloons.
Balloons up.
So starting from there, having 8 or 9 age groups at the moment, and sort of filling out a full school hall with about probably 300 people.
And even that, it might be a bit too small the way the club's growing at the moment.
So that was just that's probably my biggest thing or biggest change that I've seen, and I'd call it achievement, the biggest achievement for us, because when we first started, I don't think we could have imagined it could have got this big. It was just something we were passionate about. Obviously between us, we just tried to be reliable across the years, but with that reliability, it seems like the parents got it, the kids got it, everyone just kind of got it, and it's just literally grown step by step every single year.
You know, you don't take it in until when I saw that presentation, like we had done all the awards and everyone got their awards and stuff like that. That's when you kind of take it in, like 10 years, like wow, like it feels like we just started the other day, and 10 years ago. Like even our logo for this season on our kit, because it's our 10th year, we made it a gold logo. So really the players in the program and stuff like that, that's memorabilia for them.
Centenary season.
Yeah. So they've got the gold badge, they've got the gold logo and stuff like that, which is really good to have. It looks really nice this season as well. But I just wanted to keep it like it's for that season, it's the 10th season, so everyone knows that gold badge represents that. But a lot of kids have been asking, oh coach, is this our badge now? Is this our badge? I'm like, guys, what you didn't like the last one? It's like, no, that badge is nice, but this gold one, yeah man, coach, we like this gold one. So we'll see anyway, we'll see
what we can do.
But right now my mindset was 10th year, it's a golden year for us, golden logo, it fits perfect, and we go from there. But right now 10 years, just even saying it out loud, it's just, we never thought we'd make it 10 years. Not even make it, but like you said, to be where we are right now is a blessing. 100% it's a blessing. And it's not only until now, you sit back, you reminisce on all the age group, you see the boys that we've had from 5 that are now 16 and whatnot. You look at how they've grown, many of them taller than us now and whatnot, looking down on us, growing too fast. But so yeah, and involving the communities, with Parks community. It's a well-rounded platform that we have. Definitely. I can honestly say that, where we're covering all the bases. We're covering the development side, we're covering the academy side, we're covering the community side, and that's the vision. At the end of the day, if you're able to be blessed with things, bless people back as well.
Exactly, and so, big appreciations to everyone that's set foot through the doors.
Yeah,
we appreciate you all. Trust me.
Yeah,
even the ones that have come in, it's not quite been for them. We appreciate you guys as well.
Yeah,
I mean, without that process happening, we wouldn't be able to structure it the way we have as well. So
it's not always going to be ups. The same with players when we talk about ups and downs. We've had ups and downs. But once again, if you don't have that resilience, you don't have that strength, you don't make it through those down times. So for us, like Torian said, we like to thank everyone that's been part of this program for the past 10 years. And yeah, we really appreciate you all. But T, 10 years, we didn't think we'd get this far. We're here, we're blessed, we're helping the community, they're helping us. And we go, man. We go.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Until next session.
Until next session.